Hello, future men. This is Coach Marcus. I would like to tell you a story about Richie and Funky Town. Once upon a time, in a small town called Funky Town, there lived a young boy named Richie. Now, Richie was known for many things: his mischievous grin, his love for adventure, and unfortunately, his aversion to washing his body. Every morning, Richie's mom would shout, "Time for your bath, Richie." And every morning, Richie would respond with a dramatic groan, "Do I have to?" He'd invent every excuse in the book to avoid getting clean, from claiming he was allergic to water to insisting that baths were for frogs, not boys. Despite his mom's best efforts, Richie would always emerge from the bathroom looking like he'd wrestled a pig in a mud pit. His hair stood on end, his clothes were wrinkled, and worst of all, there was a distinct odor emanating from him that could make a skunk plug its nose. Now, Richie didn't mind his own stench, but his classmates certainly did. They'd scrunch their noses and take giant steps back whenever he approached. Even the school janitor would joke, "Looks like we've got a new air freshener in town." But Richie remained unfazed. He'd strut through the halls like he was wearing cologne, blissfully unaware of the trail of odor he left behind. One fateful day, Richie's teacher had had enough. She pulled him aside and said, "Richie, you've got to do something about that smell. It's distracting everyone in class." Richie protested, "But miss, I don't need to wash. I'm naturally funky." But Ms. Cower had a plan. She enlisted the help of Richie's classmates to stage an intervention. They presented him with a giant bar of soap, a loofah the size of a basketball, and a bottle of the strongest-smelling shampoo they could find. Richie's resistance crumbled in the face of his friends' united front. Reluctantly, he trudged to the bathroom muttering, "Fine, but this is against my civil rights." After what felt like an eternity, but was really just a few minutes, Richie emerged from the bathroom, squeaky clean and smelling like a field of flowers. His classmates erupted into cheers and applause, and even the janitor gave him a thumbs up. From that day forward, Richie learned that while being naturally funky might sound cool, there's nothing quite like the fresh feeling of being clean. And so, with a newfound appreciation for hygiene, Richie went on to become the freshest kid in Funky Town. Future men, this is Coach Marcus. As you navigate the exciting journey of adolescence, it's crucial to prioritize personal hygiene, which is just a fancy way of saying that you clean your body to protect yourself from odor and germs. In this training, we'll explore the importance of personal hygiene and provide you with practical tips and strategies to streamline your morning routine. Let's dive in.